Ladies and gentlemen of the neighborhood, you asked for it. Well, some of you did. Others just kind of said they might like it. Most of you ignored this. But either way, I am DC Matthews at DC Matthews NAI, and as you can see, we're going to give this whole DC Plays Video Games thing another whirl. We're going to play some Skyrim. And if you remember the WWE 2K16 fiasco, hopefully this won't be that, because I like this game and I don't want it to be ruined. I'm going to create a new character. This will be the fourth new character I've created since the game came out, if not more. I might have created more. I keep changing my ideas of what I want to do. But before we do anything else, let's talk about the mods. So let's go to the mods section. Yes, I will play at my own risk, but let's see what mods I'll be using. If you have mod suggestions, I know Dirty Criminal Ashley has sent me her link of mods. I've used some of them. I'm not going to use all of them for this particular run through. You'll see as we get going. But that's kind of, where we're at. If you have suggestions, that's where I was going with this. Wow, starting to record on Friday night. Maybe not my best choice. If you have suggestions about mods, please let me know if I'm missing something. I have skipped a lot of the FX ones. I'll go through my library, tell you what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. This one I downloaded. This is the most recent one. It's called Master the Summit. It was this whole idea that it was going to make walking along the cliffs easier. What I've found right now is they only have a couple. Maybe they're going to add more. But, it's interesting. It adds some new locations. But right now I'm still spam jumping up mountains, because that's what you do when you play this game. I have the training level limit increased, so that way you can train more than 5 times. I have it enabled. I've never used it. I have no need to, the way I play. I'm not going to do super cheating. I'm only going to do mild cheating. We'll have that discussion, I'm sure. This one is one I'm going to recommend. I'll probably do an entire video devoted just to this. It's called NPC Ejector Force Super Strength Edition. You basically send the people you want to flying through the air. It's kind of fun. Again, we'll save that for a whole thing. More kill moves, obviously. That's always fun. I have the Alchemy Encyclopedia enabled, even though I've never found it. I think it's in Winterhold and I don't go there. I have the magic perk change that changes things. I don't use a lot of magic, but who cares? We'll try it. I've upped the jumping height by 4. It does make for a more enjoyable gameplay, I think. You can tell me whether or not you agree. I've tweaked the dragon shouts, though I haven't noticed anything much about that except for the cooldown. Plus, there's another one, though. I have to go through and see. There's an amulet that I will be taking that reduces your shout cooldown, which is always fun. I have to see if I have that enabled. This is cool. If you are playing an archer, I am not going to be playing an archer in this round, but if you do, this is a great one. Fenderix Arcane Archery. Got a lot of cool arrows and things that you can do. I recommend that one. They also have a magic one, but as not a mage by any stretch of the imagination, I can't speak to that one really. Fallen Trees, this one's cool. All it does is put fallen trees in the game, which actually makes it kind of more realistic. This one's fun. Perks Unbound. If you've played Skyrim, you have these skill trees, and you have to, get the first skill before you can move up. This eliminates that, so as long as you have the level requirements, you can skip ahead to do things. So I think that's kind of fun. It lets you pick the perks you want and ignore the ones you don't want. Enchantments Unleashed, I think, did I have this one enabled? You can put like 5 enchantments on an item. I don't do a lot of them. These are cool, these bypass ones. I'm not going to do them for this game because I'm going to play through the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing, obviously. But I'm going to play through some of it, so, I want you to watch me walk up the 7,000 steps. But this is cool. It puts doors in that allow you to kind of jump through a lot of the really annoying early quests, where if you play this game over and over and over again like I do, it does get old. So that's kind of fun. So I do recommend those if you're playing and want to just kind of get ahead into the game. Man Those Borders, that one's cool. This puts kind of like border gates and walls and little forts up kind of along the way as you enter different holds. That I think is fun. I have something where you can put like 5 enchantments on an item. I can't tell if this one and the other enchantment one do the same thing. I don't pay enough attention. This is another one. I think this is an Ashley recommendation. It's got banners when you like, it's basically, you know, like when you drive through one town and it says, "Welcome to Tulsa." It's that kind of thing, only it's for the holds. Again, another cool visual piece. Immersive Citizens, it's cool. You know, I probably said cool too much. The NPCs do a lot more different things than they used to. You'll find them wandering around. They'll visit different shops. They'll be in different places. I've noticed it's a little buggy. The last playthrough I was just doing up until this morning when I decided to do this one, I couldn't find the Red Guard woman, Sadia, I think her name is. I honestly couldn't find her. I think she like wandered off with a bard or something. But it's a cool thing to try. It's big. Oh no, it's not that big. There's one of them that's huge. The Immortal Lord. We'll talk about this. I don't know why the Joker's there. We'll talk about this mod when we get into it. This is the main cheat mod that I'm using. We'll talk about that. Instant Mastery. These two here are the major cheat mods. I'm getting rid of them. I actually didn't like it as much as I thought I would. You know, you essentially make yourself a really good player. Like with one of these, I think it was this one, Skill Up Cheat Items, I made it to level 81 while still in Riverwood. So within the first hour of the game, I was level 81. I actually thought it weakened the game a little bit. So I got rid of those. I'll probably end up deleting them altogether because with the Immortal Lord one, you don't need them. But some of you, if you want to just become amazing right away and just run roughshod over everything, you can. Rich Skyrim Merchants gives merchants more gold. That's always good. This is the cheat mod. This is enabled. This has, you know, you can get 1,000 of every item. I use this when it's the really annoying things. It also allows you into the editor cell, which is, I guess, where the creators of the game would store stuff. If someone wants to explain what that is, it's cool if you want to. I really need to stop saying cool. It's bothering me. I'm more eloquent than this, I swear. Hopefully this is not your first time with DC Matthews. You know, if you want to go find that book, Night Falls on Sentinel, and you don't have it, you can go get it. You know, again, it makes life interesting if you want to, but it kind of does take the fun out of it. That's the magic one I was talking about, a bunch of new spells. Again, I don't play enough with magic to really appreciate that. Unlimited rings and amulets. There's one amulet I use. That works for any ring or amulet that is in the game. If you have your own amulet, it doesn't work as well. There is an Amulet of Shouts. I'll have to see if it's there. Maybe I don't have the right mod for it. And then the last one is Point the Way. It just puts more signs up, which tell you where to go. Again, I chose some things to kind of make the game look a little more fun. I could have played with these rain and snow effects or the lighting or the water things. Riften Supreme, I'll have to look at that later. But, you know, I don't want to get too much into, sorry if that just made you dizzy. I don't want to get too much into the, you know, the philosophy of cheating or cheat codes in games or mods or things like that. I'm choosing to do it because it makes the game more fun for me. If you don't like that, that's totally your choice. But it's fun just to play around with. I know the PS4 doesn't have as many. Project Hippie, that sounds interesting. PS4 doesn't have as many mods as the other ones, and you can only put in up to a certain amount. I don't know what my current fill is, you know, how full my mods are, but they can't be that. None of these things are huge. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is where the Amulet of Shouts is. We'll have to see. Maybe I got rid of it, in which case I'll deal with that. In the grand scheme of things, that's probably not the end of the world. All right, that's my first video. This is kind of a test run just to see if the audio sounds good. So I'm gonna end it here. The next video you see, will be the intro to Skyrim, which many of you, if you have any idea about Skyrim, you've done. Ooh, lampposts. Might have to do that one too. Actually, I'm going to download that right now. Thanks for being with me on this journey. I also get confused between megabyte and kilobyte and all of that, so you'll forgive me if I am just, Doc Manson's going to hate that I don't know those things. Anyways, I just added that, so this will be a new experience for me altogether because there'll be lampposts. All right, my name is DC Matthews at DC Matthews NAI. Hopefully the next time you see me, we'll be playing some Skyrim. Enjoy.